afternoon, everybody. Hope y'all are having a great day today. I know one thing, I am certainly ready for some cooler weather. My goodness. This heat just keeps going. I mean, it's not like in the hundreds by all means, but I mean, it's in the 90s. Well, I guess it's 88 today. But man, I'm ready for some like highs of like 60. 55 would be great too. Lows in the 30s. Oh, let's see what the forecast is for the DFW area. Let's see. Oh, hey, look. Sunday looks like a high of 82 and 59 for the lows. Whatever happened to the rain? We were supposed to have rain and then all of a sudden, bloop, it's kind of going back out. Then on the 25th, looks like the high is going to be about 79. Hey, I can live with that. Lows in the 50s. Hey, progress. Still not quite ideal, but we're getting there. Well, on today's topic, got a good news story here for all us Texans over here. Says Texas voters to decide 17 constitutional amendments on November ballot. It's all to be fun. Let's see. Among the proposals is Proposition 1, which would create a new permanent infrastructure fund to support the Texas State Technical College system. How did they already have that? I figured they would already have that. I guess they're not that big on technical schools, huh? Let's see. Proposition 2 would prohibit any future state tax on capital gains. Hey, I'm good with that. What? I don't understand that. Like, okay, how do you know? How do they know how much you're going to gain? Like, I mean, that was dumb. Proposition 3 would require judges to deny bail in certain felony cases. I mean, I think if it's a felony, you shouldn't have bail. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, yeah, I don't think you should have bail in a felony case. Let's see. Proposition 4 dedicating a portion of state sales tax revenue to the Texas Water Fund. State sales tax. Wonder what the Texas Water Fund like. Okay, down here they kind of go a little more into detail. Of course, the Texas, technical college one, that's pretty much self already, there. Now, Proposition 2, the constitutional amendment prohibiting the imposition of a tax on the realized or unrealized capital gains of an individual, family, estate, or trust. See, that stuff is a bunch of hogwash. Real like I've never understood that nonsense. On unrealized capital gains. So they're going to tax you on what they think you might gain on revenue. Like what? No. And also, you should not be taxed on inheritance. None of that stuff. It's inheritance. It's not pay. The only thing you should be taxed on, which you shouldn't be, but if you're going to be taxed on, the only thing you should be taxed on is if you're getting paid. Gifted money, inheritance, all of that stuff, no, that should not be included whatsoever. Also, lottery winnings and all that, it's called lottery win. Should not be taxed. I mean, the only thing you should be taxed on, actually, the only thing you should be taxed on may be sales tax and then tariffs. I mean, there we go. You don't need income tax. You don't need property. That's another one. I think that one is in here. Let me see. Um, let's see. Then, of course, you got Proposition 4, the constitutional amendment to dedicate a portion of the revenue derived from state sales and use taxes to the Texas Water Fund and to provide for the allocation and use of that revenue. Okay. Proposition 5, the constitutional amendment authorizing the legislator to exempt from ad valorem taxation tangible personal property consisting of animal feed held by the owner of the property for sale at retail. Well, that was kind of muddy water there. Proposition 6, the constitutional amendment prohibiting the from legislature from enacting a law imposing on occupation tax on certain entities that enter into transactions conveying securities or imposing a tax on certain securities transactions. Proposition 7, the constitutional amendment authorizing the legislature to provide for an exemption from that's like basically the same thing. Man, some of these are just so redundant. Oh, here's a good one. Proposition 8, the constitutional amendment to prohibit the legislature from imposing death taxes applicable to a descendant's property or the transfer of an estate, inheritance, legacy, succession, or gift. Exactly. Like, there should not be no tax on any of that stuff. It's dumb. Like a death tax. Are you kidding me? Oh, goodness. Proposition 9, the constitutional amendment to authorize the legislature to exempt. Oh, here we go again. What? Let's see. Ad valorem taxation, a portion of the market value of tangible personal property a person owns that is held or used for the production of income. I don't know what some of this stuff means. Like, the wording is ridiculous. Yep. Proposition 13, the constitutional amendment to increase the amount of the exemption of residents' homesteads from ad valorem taxation by a school district from 100,000 to 140,000. Oh, now see this is more like it. Proposition 15, the constitutional amendment affirming that parents are the primary decision makers for their children. And we have to have a proposition for the Constitution for this nonsense? That should be automatic. What on earth? Of course, parents are the primary decision making makers for their children. Like that's an automatic given. The state's not the the federal is not, the county's not, the school's not, church is not, the parents are. Oh man. Let's see. 17. The constitutional amendment to authorize the legislature to provide for an exemption from ad valorem taxation of the amount of the market value of real property located in the county that borders the United Mexican states that arises from the installation or construction on the property of border security infrastructure and related improvements. Some of these things, the wording is just ridiculous. Like, come on, let's get some plain English up in here. But yep, that's what we got going on for November election on. My big ones are of course, parents are the final decision makers with their kids. Obviously, that's a given. We don't need this. uh, I mean, that's just understood. Duh. And then the death tax and the inheritance tax, like that should never have been a thing. That's dumb. Oh man. What do y'all think? Y'all think we should, I mean me personally, I think we should only have sales tax and tariffs. That's all. I mean, we shouldn't have income, we shouldn't have property, we shouldn't have any of that nonsense. And if you want school tax, pay for public schools, those that go to the school pay the tax. If you don't have kids in the school, you don't pay the tax. I mean, come on now. Whew. Time to work out, clear my mind off of this stuff. Go get me some gains. Oh, some capital muscle gains. Oh man. Well, let me know what y'all think. What y'all's ideas on all the stuff like property taxes and all that stuff. It's a big one they need to do away with. Well, that's about it for me. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, hit the bell for notifications, hit the like button, work out. Don't forget to exercise. And I will see y'all later.